Happy Friday, everybody. It's September 27th. I'm Jennifer Palumbo. Dia Davidson is joining me again today. The weekend is upon us.
It sure is. And you know what? I cannot wait for the weekend. I mean, it's fall, supposedly.
Doesn't really feel like it,
a lot of things are going to be happening around the city. And,
yes.
and it's fun to get out in the yard and just be outside with family.
I know. And there's a really cool event going on tomorrow that we were just talking about off camera, that it's called the Phoenix Rising Lex. And it is from 3 to 5 o'clock tomorrow. And it's all about preserving the history of African-American horsemen in Kentucky, and there's such a rich history, and it's going to be at William Wells Brown Elementary School, and my daughter's actually going to be taking part of it as part of a school project, but it's definitely something that I think would be great to see the community come out and support it.
Oh sure, for everybody, because I mean we don't realize that the very first winner, Aristides, was ridden by a jockey by the name of Oliver Lewis, who's African-American, and we see these names all around our city.
Oliver
on
Lewis
roads.
Way.
Exactly. So it's good just to teach children. It's not just African-American history, it's everybody's. It's American history, so it's so important. Well, on today's show, we have everything from a famous corn maze to Spots Gelato and lots of laughs with 3 funny guys taking over comedy off Broadway this weekend.
Yes, but first, here's a look at what's on now, and it is a big day for Big Blue Nation. The wait is almost over for True Blue fans who are camped out waiting to get tickets for Big Blue Madness. Hundreds of them have been at Tent City since early Wednesday morning. And last night, they got a special visit from UK coach John Calipari and several players, including Ashton Hagans, Emmanuel Quickley, and Khalil Whitney.
They giggle and laugh and get tickled, and then it is so funny, like, because we're screaming and yelling for them and everything, and they get so tickled and we just crack up.
Tickets for Big Blue Madness will be available at 10 tonight at the Memorial Coliseum ticket windows on the Avenue of Champions. And if you can't make it there, you can try getting them online at Ticketmaster.com. Big Blue Madness is Friday, October 11th at Rupp Arena. And I say try getting them online because it seems like the last few years, if you try to do that, somehow the scalpers or somebody get a hold of them, and if you go online, it's really hard to get tickets. So that's why some of these fans, they're waiting in line because they want to get the best seats for Big Blue Madness. But others, it's they're out there to get the tickets and maybe sell them on the secondary market, make some money, because this is such a huge event.
I know, and I applaud the loyalty of the fans. I mean, to go and to, like, some of them say they take their vacation from work off to be out there and to sleep in tents and everything. So, I mean, I think that's it's awesome. And then for the players to come out and show their appreciation of the support.
Signing autographs, and it is. It's just a wonderful opportunity for the fans.
It really is. And then to see Coach Cal, he's such a gentleman. Yeah, he really is. He's such a good guy. Well, how about this one? Kings Island's VORTEX roller coaster shutting down after 33 seasons. VORTEX opened in 1987 as the tallest full-circuit roller coaster with the highest drop in the world. Now, since then, the VORTEX has flipped 45 million riders upside down more than 275 million times since it opened. According to park officials, only 6 Kings Island attractions have given more rides than VORTEX. Final rides will begin Friday when Halloween Haunt opens. The ride will stay open until October 27th, the last day of the park's fall season. And I can say I have never been on VORTEX because I just don't like roller coasters.
You don't? Oh, I grew up in Cincinnati, and we would get the season pass, and my parents would drop my brother and me off, and we would just spend the whole day there. And, VORTEX came out when I was in high school, so that was that was a cool ride. But I mean, it's the end of an era, and it was we just loved it because it was the upside down roller coaster, and
I used to take kids when I would do the Thursday's Child franchise here on LAX 18 to Kings Island for the special needs adoption kids for a fun time.
Oh, I bet they loved that.
They loved it, and they would always want to go on that ride, and I would always pick the one, the little kitty one. No, I would go on the little kitty one.
The Snoopy roller coaster. Yes.
Girl, I can't even stand that one. I will jump. I said I have to be on a roller coaster that I can jump off of. So they were like, she's so uncool. So it's whatever. But for those who like it, I'm sorry to hear it go.
Well, they may be cute and fluffy to some, but the creator of LABRADOODLE says he wishes he'd never done it.
Really?
Wally Conran first created the designer dog in 1989 to help a man who was allergic to dogs. But in a new interview, Conran says it's his biggest regret. He says he opened a Pandora's box and released a Frankenstein's monster because most of them are, in his words, either crazy or have a hereditary problem. He says he doesn't know why people are still breeding them today. But after his interview, many Labradoodle owners came to their dog's defense, saying the dogs are the perfect companion for anyone of any age.
And
it's interesting that he's so bitter about it. I love Labradoodles.
I think they're so precious. And I mean, wasn't that the dog that President Obama and his family, didn't they get Labradoodles? It seems like no, it was the water dog that was that Senator Kennedy gave to him. But still, these dogs are wonderful as far as people who have allergies.
Yes.
And I mean, that's a huge thing.
And our friends have one, and you're just so lovable, and you know, they're just, I mean, I don't know why he doesn't like them so much, but you know, I'm Team Labradoodle.
I'm just Team Dog. I love dogs. I just think that they are just the best companion for children and for people of all ages. Yep. And speaking of dogs, owners in Australia could face serious consequences if they fail to walk their furry friends at least once a day. Yeah, dog owners could be fined up to $2,700 if they don't take their pooches on a walk. This is due to new legislation called the Animal Welfare Legislations Amendment Bill. It also states that owners who keep their dogs indoors for over 24 hours must allow them to move freely outside for 2 hours the following day.
That's some serious policing of dogs.
That is, but I mean, now you gotta though have certain parameters, because I mean, you know, if you've got a senior who can't walk a dog, or if it's a teeny tiny little teacup dog that can move around the house.
Yeah, and some of them don't need to be walked all that much. I mean, I think the intention behind this is a good thing, but at the same time, you know.
My dog doesn't. She will actually sit in the grass and look at you like, what you want me to do? Because we have like little human and countenance pads in
What
our
kind
house.
of dog is she?
She's a Pekingese.
Okay.
Shang Mei Li.
I have a rescue from the Humane Society. She's a Labrador Beagle, so she's not really big. Right. She just celebrated her 6th birthday this week. We love you, Lexi.
Yeah.
But she just loves to run around the yard, and she loves all dogs, and so, you know, she's always up for a walk.
Yeah, Lily, she don't know what to do outside. She'll just sit there like, okay, what you want me to do? Pick me up, please, pick me up.
She just wants to chill.
She's a diva.
Yeah. Well, the Beatles' legendary album Abbey Road is celebrating its golden anniversary. 50 years after its release, fans from all over the world still come together to the iconic street crossing. John, Paul, George, and Ringo strutted across the street in front of the recording studio on August 8, 1969, creating what is now one of the most infamous album covers of all time.
And when you visit London, you have to go. And you have to go and strut across Abbey Road.
I lived there for almost a year, and I never got to do that.
You never did that?
No, so I'll have to go back and do it.
Yeah, it has that iconic picture, and you know, you take your family across it. But I mean, I think everybody, especially in a certain generation, remembers the day when John Lennon died, and it was just heartbreaking. I remember a friend in school dressed all in black. Her name, I still remember her name, Alicia Crago, and she dressed all in black because she was in total mourning. She was in total mourning.
So many people were.
Oh my gosh!
I loved the Beatles, and you know, they do a show in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Reboots or whatever.
Yeah, and but it's really, you know, it was a cool show with all of set to all of their music, and so their music lives on.
I have John Lennon's Double Jeopardy with Yoko Ono on the other side. Let me say that I did listen to John Lennon's side. I maybe listened to Yoko's once.
From when you had your record player?
When I had yes.
I had one too.
Yeah, we still have turntables. Well, after a brief breakup, which caused several fans to freak out, Spider-Man is going to be staying with the Marvel Universe. Today, Sony Pictures and Marvel jointly announced that they will be creating a 3rd film in the Spider-Man Homecoming series. It will once again feature Tom Holland as Spider-Man. You may remember that back in the summer, the two companies couldn't come to terms with an agreement about filming the series. Now it seems that Spider-Man will be swinging back to theaters after all. I am so glad.
I am too. This is the last movie I saw in theaters. I saw this, you know, because my children, my husband, they're huge fans of the franchise. Yeah. So this was the one, and it's good to see they're still together.
It is good to see. Yes.
Okay, well, this almost sounds too good to be true. Domino's is offering to pay you to eat.
What?
The pizza chain needs a taste tester for its garlic bread. Domino's will pay this person $20 an hour. Wow, that's good pay. And a pizza lunch added at no extra charge. The only catch is interested applicants are going to have to move to Australia for the job, but Domino's will pay for a hotel and return flight if you get picked and don't live within driving distance. You can just create a 30-second video explaining why you'd be a perfect fit for the job and send it to the store's website. Domino's says the ideal candidate understands the perfect crunch to softness ratio. That's oh so important. And never met a carb they didn't like. I never met a carb that I didn't like.
Me
so
either.
Yeah, let's take a trip to Australia.
You know, I mean, that's double the fun. You get to have pizza, you get to go to Australia, you get to have a good time. And I mean, Domino's has been really kind of ingenious with some of their marketing plans when they have that, you can tell them if there's a pothole somewhere near, and you know, they'll go and they'll maybe fix the pothole, or if you take pictures of any pizza,
Yeah.
they'll give you like, I think it's like after 7 pizzas or something like that. Don't hold me to that. They'll give you a free pizza, and it doesn't matter whose pizza it is. And my daughter keeps me up to snuff on that because pizza is a staple at
And
our home.
their garlic bread is good.
Oh, everything is good. Yeah, how about this one? To a sweeter story, 2 football teams battling for victory in Missouri put rivalries aside and came together for an amazing and heartwarming moment. Take a look at this. Watch a student athlete with cerebral palsy score an unforgettable touchdown. Smith Cotton High School senior PJ Allred was selected as team captain for the game. The team's coach says even though Allred's body has limitations, his heart and attitude get a gold standard. So he was put in on the final play and ran 80 yards to score. The coach of the opposing team, which won the game, said that the moment outweighed any victory.
I love these
Go
stories.
team.
Yes. What an incredible memory.
That young man will remember that day for the rest of his life.
And his teammates, everybody who was
sure.
there at that game. What an incredible moment.
But you applaud. I mean, football is such a unifying sport. I mean, everybody comes together around football, and football players, I call them gentle giants. They really are.
And to be able to do that for him is just great.
Without a doubt.